Today I'm going to share with you an ANACS submission reveal. I have several coins in here from ANACS. ANACS is considered one of the top 4 grading companies. Now, I sent these off because ANACS fees are a little bit cheaper. These coins are not high dollar coins. Some of them I wanted to use as examples in some of my videos, and I also like to sell coins in holders like this. So there's some varieties in here, and I actually have a little surprise variety going. I got a Kennedy half dollar that is 2 varieties, and I'm going to show you that, so stay tuned. Okay, first up is a 1940 Jefferson nickel proof. Remember now, on proofs, when you're grading these, most of them are going to be in the 65 range. They're going to average. It's hard to get a 66 or a 67, and the prices do increase. They weren't handled as well as proofs are today. Now, they all have full steps, so you don't see a designation for proofs. They're struck well enough, they're struck more than one time to impart the details of the steps, so you don't see weak steps on a proof. So anyways, they graded this one here, proof 63. Okay, and obviously it's a $60 coin in proof 63, retail. And ANACS price, I mean, ANACS is not, doesn't sell as well as a PCGS version. But anyways, if you sold this coin raw, you know, you may not get that much out of it. You may not get $40 out of it. So I sent it off, put it in a holder, and it gives me an example. All this is a learning process for me, and it's for everybody. When you're sending coins off, there's no guarantee what grade you're going to get. And there are a couple I don't agree with in this submission as well. Next up is a 1942 S Washington quarter, and it's pretty nice, and it's got some nice details on it. And on the reverse here, it's got a little bit of toning, and they gave it an AU 55, about uncirculated. I don't disagree with that, but you know, an AU, you know, that's a good grade to have for the 42 S's than mint marks in the earlier ones. And sometimes you get 20-30 bucks out of it, and that's more than I've got out of it as a raw coin, and maybe even more than that. So, and next is a piece dollar, and I know that my field of view here is a little bit small for that, so I can raise it up here and see if I can focus it in. There we go. See if you can see it pretty well. You know, this one here I felt was either or. It could go either way. And it's a 26S at AU 58. I thought maybe it might be mint state. Still could be. It could be another submission. You just you never know with these. Typically, a dealer who wants to buy this at the shows, they try to buy one grade back, so they'll try to go AU 55 or AU 50 price on it. Yeah, but it's a nice coin regardless, and it is problem free. And next is a little discovery of mine that I found in a couple of coins that we'd bought. Happened to look at the mint mark and realized that it was the S over D, and it's the FS 501. And you know, these can be pretty valuable in higher grades. In 64, it's not that valuable. You know, it's still worth a little bit of money. It's worth having graded so that there's no question about it. The mint mark on these is right here in the back, and it's the best way to do that and look for these is the Cherry Picker's Guide. Cherry Picker's Guide or Konica, they have real good examples of what these look like, the S over D. I actually, on coinauctionshelp.com, on my website, I actually have images of this particular variety that you can look at for research so that you can find them. And next up is 1955, and if you don't know yet, it's the Bugs Bunny variety. I'm a little disappointed in this grade. MS60 details, they cleaned it. They think that this coin was cleaned. I don't agree with that one. I do see a little bit of something here, but the coin is, I mean, you can see it. I can roll it here in the light. I can put it in all directions. It looks original to me. Now I'm a little disappointed there. But next up is a 1964 D Kennedy half dollar. This one here also got AU58, but I sent it off since it was a double die. It's the FS101, and then you can, it's kind of a good example of what a double die looks like. Some people walk in the door of our shop and I want to be able to tell them, you know, what a double die is and how it looks and what's it supposed to look like. And these references are really cheap ways of having these coins for reference. I mean, it's a good way to have an actual visual, and I can take pictures as well. Next up is the 1974 D Kennedy half dollar. I sent this one off because it is the double die. It's the FS101, and I found it in the mint set. I've actually had luck with finding these in the mint sets. Sometimes you can look through dealers' mint sets, or when you buy them. You know, I believe I bought this mint set and I paid a little more for it because I noticed that I had the double die in it. I'm thinking that's what happened with this one. But you know, they're not worth a whole lot in 63. But you know, they do get more valuable in the higher grades, but they're not really all that rare. So it's one of them that you have potential to find if you want to find a true double die on a Kennedy half. And next is a 1916 D Mercury dime, and I basically sent this one off. I knew that it was damaged, but as to authenticate, this makes a great example to show people what is an authentic 1916 D, and it's damaged and clean, but AG details. You know, still worth several $100s. It's still a good coin to have. And next up is another one that I sent off for the reasons of getting authenticated, only in the sense that I didn't know for sure if that clip was going to be being a straight clip. And here's the reverse on it. It's the C9. It has the stems, but also has the fancy crosslet 4. I shouldn't say fancy, but it's the crosslet 4. If you can see it in the image, it's a little bit dark. And they actually graded at fine 15, which is pretty good. I mean, we've got an undamaged coin. It's not cleaned, it's original. It actually has rotated dies as well. So we've got a dual mint error on this coin. That's kind of a first for me. I'm not sure that's going to add much value to it, but you know, it's kind of fun to know that you got that. And then when I do the reverse, you can see it where it is rotated a bit. So I got a dual errors in this submission. And up next is the dual variety. This one here is the 64D that I was telling you about. It is actually D over D, and it's the FS103 DD03. So it's a double die and also repunch mint mark. It is hard to see this one here. It's mostly known by the thickness of the D. The D is a little thicker. If you look at it from this direction in, you can see where it is repunched. Well, that concludes the ANACS submission, and I hope you enjoyed it. And I appreciate you watching. Please like, subscribe, share, comment if you like. As I stated, you know, besides the 16D and the 1804 half cent, most of them are really kind of lower value coins, but they make wonderful examples to show customers, to help people online, and I can put a few of them in the videos and show you some examples of double dies, and you know, and like I said, it's kind of exciting to get a double mint error and have a repunch mint mark on a double die. You know, it's really nice. So like I said, thanks for watching and have a great day.